seems to be all about the Colorado Kid. What can you share about the Colorado Kid, particularly since he gave us a good glimpse of him in last night's episode?
Wait, who's the Colorado Kid again?
The Colorado Kid, of course, is the name of the book, the Stephen King novella that it's based on, and that was actually published by Charles Ardite in Hard Case Crime. And Jim and I got that book, and we read it, and then we got on the phone with Charles, and they said, is there a TV show in here? And we said, we'll make one fit. And we did, and we always wanted to get back to this mystery, this central mystery of the book was, who is this guy that was found dead on the beach? And then, I can't remember, did they find out who he was in the book at the end? Yeah, but they didn't know how he got there, why he was dead, all of that stuff. And we thought, let's make that important. So when Jim and I came up with the mythology for the show, we kept him central to it, but we were never able to pay on it because at the start of the show, you may have noticed Haven was a more every week a new story, and we still do that, but the serialized nature of it was always kind of in the background. And we just kept pushing it, and pushing back. And then in season 3, they said, can we make this a little more serialized? And Jim and I said, we can do that. And we knew right away it was going to be all about the Colorado Kid. And that's the season as it revolves. There are many storylines this season, and they all end up with the Colorado Kid.
Well, the guy who was definitely not a nice guy, he killed a number of people already, who spawned that whole thing. He indicates that Audrey and her former self was in love with the Colorado Kid. How exactly are we going to be finding out what kind of relationship they have?
The most important relationship in Haven is between Duke and Nathan. As we were at once. I can't. Very special episode.
Lucas, is your wife here today?
No. Whenever I talk to fans, I say, who do you want to hook up with? Who do you want to hook up? Audrey and Nathan?
Woo!
Audrey and Duke? Duke and Nathan. And I will tell you that the crazy thing is they're all friends, they're all nice to each other, they're nice to us, they're pretty much nice all the way around, but we all have our favorite hookup. What was the question again?
Why wasn't there a Duke and wife hookup in there?
I think we should go for a ménage à trois.
Because there's 3 of us?
Excuse me, Kick-Ass, can you please come up here and handle this?
So you're not going to be revealing anything about this guy who might be after, the Colorado Kid, whether he loves him or not?
Sure, we'll be revealing stuff, but not
clear.
about today.
It is all of that would be clear, absolutely.
All right, so you're going to just tease us a little bit. Can you give us like a round ballpark number of which episode?
Everything, the thing that we did, I'll tell you one of the moments that I liked, it was really handled beautifully by Emily and Lucas, which was, we decided that usually on television shows, people know things, and they keep them secrets from their partners or their lovers forever, because it creates tension, and it's easy for the writers to do, and it lasts a long time. And then we decided, these guys don't keep secrets. End of episode 2, Duke tells Audrey, hey, you're going away at 57, 46, how many days it was at that point? 46, 46,
Nice.
46 days, thank you. You just stand right here, in case I get rushed. And then she told him halfway through the next episode, so there's no secrets about it. So what this is to say is we reveal things, we pay, reveal things, we pay, but I will tell you the entire season could be answered in the first episode.
She was trying to keep it secret, actually. I mean, the way that they had written it initially was she wasn't supposed to tell me until episode 10, I think. But Emily, who plays Audrey Parker on the show, The Haven, whenever she has a scene with me, it's sort of like the magnetism, the tractor beam eyes. She can't lie, and she just spit it out. So they had to go with it.
So they had to fix it. I actually request when I do my scenes that Lucas not be in the room, so I can actually do my work for them.
That's true.
I usually show up and play Audrey for Lucas.
That's why you get that double.
All of you have been asking why I'm growing my hair out. That's why, so that I can usually play Audrey.
Okay, also in last night's episode, we got the first Audrey and Duke kiss. Yeah, it wasn't really a kiss, it was a little bit mouth-to-mouth
too, until when it happened, Emily decided to try to chip one of my front teeth. I think she was nervous. And she went in the first take and just smashed her teeth into mine.
Now, Eric, you know why she did that, don't you? If you will recall, in episode 3, I believe you hawked a loogie into her face. This is a true story.
Twice. This is very true.
It's true. We're actually, and Emily finished the scene with a loogie hanging off of her face.
I felt horrible. It was the 2 weeks ago's episode when we were arguing about the troubled person. I'm trying not to give things away if you guys haven't seen it. But I was angry in the scene, and as I was yelling at Emily, I kept
Spitting all over my face. I would say sorry, we would cut and make up retouch, and then it would happen again.
They pulled out the fire hose, if I remember right. Or maybe it was the sham wow. And squeegeed your face. And then you went back and did it again, and then you did it again.
Needless to say, we're all very comfortable with one another together.
So Emily, that's your take on your first kiss with Erica's character Duke. What's it like working with Lucas and playing Ethan? You got to do romance.
Ooh, saucy question. Look out. I mean, it's hard to work with both of these boys for many reasons. I mean, look at him. He's number 1. Okay, how can you pay attention?
We don't shower.
Number 2, they don't shower.
We touch each other a lot.
I don't know. I think Exhibit A. How can you get it?
What would you say is one thing that Audrey is really drawn to for each of these men? They're both kind of tug of warring over Picard a little bit, but what's the characteristics that she's drawn to?
Yeah, I think that this season's really cool because, I mean, obviously for this show, one of the great dynamics about it is sort of this triangle that exists, and so you have to keep that tension between all players, including these two. But I think with Nathan, there's that partnership, there's that understanding, that way to tackle everything, the ability to sort of finish each other's sentences, and you just kind of click immediately. And I think with Duke, there's always been this sort of dangerous side, the side that takes risks, the side that's going to be a little edgy. You know, I mean, come on, girls. Don't you have both of those guys in your life at some point? I think that's the storyline, for sure.
Well, we also met Glenn last night's episode, Kate Kelton's character, Jordan. Now, we know from all the terrible teaser previews you guys have been showing that there's some intimacy coming up between Jordan and Nathan. What can you share about that possible relationship? This is more for the writers and actors.
I like to plug my ears during this.
Right, now remember, be charming but say nothing.
You know what's really cool for me is that about a year ago I was in like your guys' position. I was a real fan of the show, and then they were like, "We want to meet with you," and I was like, "Shut the fuck up." So then I went there, I was like, "What can you tell me? What's going on? What's happening?" And they're like, "First of all, do you want to write?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want to write." And then so then they hired me. I got in the room. I was like, "Now tell me everything. What's happening? What's happening? Who's doing this? Who's the thing? What's gonna go on?" And they're like, "Why don't you tell us?" I was like, "You're kidding." So I gotta tell you that it's awesome, and it's hot, and you're gonna love it, and she looks fantastic, and there's sexy chemistry, and all kinds of stuff pops off. Watch every episode. Everything.
Were you guys at all trepidatious about introducing a possible love interest for Nathan after just so recently teasing the fans in the second season finale that maybe there was a moment for Nathan and Audrey?
There will always be a moment for Nathan or Audrey.
All right, I'll tell you something. I'll answer that question that you refuse to answer, Doug, which is we do something with our characters that is coming up in a love thing that can only be done on here. It really could. Because of our mythology, we can do something and that Erica, you coughing to say shut up, but but it's really cool. It's coming up. It's in the middle of the season, middle end of the season, and it's really great.